conference
from
will now be
HR1
recorded.
from HR1 to all data, like for HR, like from HR1 application to all data, like how do we transfer all this complete whole like quantum data to SuccessFactors Employee Central?
Through imports. See, the legacy system what you are using may have a different kind of data, different kind of templates, right? SuccessFactors cannot take all of those templates. So you need to download the templates from SuccessFactors and fill the data into those templates and upload back into the system.
Manually we have to upload.
Sorry?
Fill the data. Manually we have to fill the data. Like manually we have to fill the data.
See, if you have extracted the data in the legacy system, okay, so just copy that data and upload, have the data transferred to your templates manually.
Legacy
Into Excel, you have to do manually, right? How do you want? No, how are you expecting system to understand the other system's language?
So legacy like LSMW.
LSMW is SAP. SAP LSMW is very difficult. This is very easy. You have your data, maintain your CSV, just upload into system. Debashish, what language do you speak?
Hindi, Bengali, English, anything.
Anything. Yeah, you speak Bengali, right? Now, if you speak to me in Bengali, I'll not be able to understand because I don't know your language. The same way, system doesn't know the language of the other system. SuccessFactors doesn't know the language of SAP, or SuccessFactors doesn't know language of Oracle, right? So you will have to extract the data from the legacy system, whatever it is SAP or Oracle or anything. We extract the data, whatever format that system gives. Okay, now transfer that data. Now, if you have user ID in one of the field, just transfer that user ID to user ID in the SuccessFactors field. Similarly, you have department, you have org unit there in SAP, but we don't have org unit, but we are considering department as the org unit. Transfer all of your org unit data to department field, then upload into the system. That is, system is taking the data, right? The filling of templates that you have to do manually. There is no other option. If you're doing LSMW, what will you do? First, you prepare a file, right? Manually, are you doing it or you're getting the data from somewhere? Somebody has to give you the data, right?
Yes, yes.
And then you record how you're going to upload. Yes. Then you have the file in one of the folder, just share the path and then system takes that. Now, instead of doing all of these things, you have your data, data updated into your Excel files, then just straight away upload into SuccessFactors system, which is very simpler when compared to LSMW or SAP uploads. Okay.
Venu, sorry to interrupt you.
Actually,
as our person is asking some import data from, let's say, SAP to SuccessFactors. Okay, I have one example. Like, for example, I'm telling to him from SAP system, we are downloading the data from SAP system. SAP system have Excel download, CSV download, text download, many downloads. So what I will do, I will create one program and I will download all the data which is there in my system in SAP SuccessFactors format. So my SuccessFactors format, I know which field I need to get from SAP system. Those data I will download. That file I will upload into the SuccessFactors system. That's it. For example,
Yeah.
I want 5 to 10 fields of data from SAP. Those 5 or 10 fields of data I will pull from SAP and I will download it. I will upload into the SuccessFactors system. That's it. I don't do any manual process in this way. In this situation, I don't do any manual. I will create one program. I will download the file. I will upload the SuccessFactors system.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yes, Venkat.
So,
That's
yeah.
true to some extent. Now, in
Yeah.
SuccessFactors, when you upload the data, you have SuccessFactors template, okay, where you have
Yeah, that
two
term,
rows of
yeah,
data,
that
where you have external codes, where you have employee name. Even if you don't give one single alphabet, also it doesn't take, because SAP doesn't have the external codes of SuccessFactors, and
that
SAP
success factor.
doesn't
Yeah,
have the names of the fields are not same as SAP. So whatever data that you have extracted from SAP, that you need to transfer. The data has to be transferred to SuccessFactors files and upload.
yes,
That's a manual
yes.
activity. That's what I was telling.
Okay, manual means okay. Actually, okay. I what I thought, I don't want to enter any manual in my way. That is
Hmm.
possible. Okay, so maybe coming classes, this guy will understand clearly.
Yeah.
So
See here, you
okay,
will not get the same file from SAP.
I will create through SAP only this file. I'm telling you.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
okay. You will add all of this data. So it is
Yes.
not always now. It is not always the same. See, today I want to upload job information. See here. Today I want to upload pay range, which is let's say job information. First time when you are uploading job information, you have all 10 mandatory fields which you have to include. Other than mandatory fields, if you want to add any optional fields, you will add and upload it. Okay. Tomorrow, I want to upload transfers for all these employees. I don't have to add all of the details what I have uploaded the first time, because that was the hire. None of the data was existing in the system. So I had to add all the mandatory fields. But now once system has got some mandatory fields, if I have to upload transfer details now, I don't have to fill all the details. I'll fill only department. Next time I want to promote, I'll just have the no pay grade data into the template and upload. Now every time you cannot go and create a program in SAP, right?
No, no, no. Only one program. We can,
Yeah.
in that program, we can validate. So, which process
Hmm.
I need, which fields I want to download. What are the,
Yes.
as per the SAP SuccessFactors system, we can
Yeah.
build the program in SAP and we can download it, we can upload it.
Yeah.
So, in,
So
yeah,
every,
this one we can do.
everybody, yeah, everybody should know
Yeah,
how to write a program in
yeah,
that.
yeah. That is, I'm just giving my idea. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Any other doubts before we start?
So legacy
Looks like
system is
we
a
need to
tool
take a
to
training
use.
for writing a program.
Yeah. Yeah, Devsish, go
Here,
ahead.
like, we don't know about when no legacy system is a tool to upload the data, or legacy. What is it?
No, no.
What is a legacy system like?
Legacy system means whatever system that your customer is using now. Okay. Now, say they are using SAP now, they want to move to a SuccessFactors. So SuccessFactors would be your target system. The source system is your SAP. So that's your legacy.
Okay, okay,
Legacy is your old.
okay, okay.
Okay. Current is what you want to move to. Okay.
So
Yeah.
through the template only we can upload. Like whatever the template you have downloaded from the SuccessFactor portal, like with the data only we can fill the data and upload the data, right? That's what
Yes.
you're saying.
Yes.
Imports.
Hmm.
Okay, got it.
When you
Hmm.
here you have uploaded a different kind of grade,
Yes.
okay, in system. But what about when we have to upload for different employees?
Yeah. We haven't gone to
Pardon?
employee data yet. we are just looking at the only the foundation objects. Now we are in this step.
Okay, we will
Once
do in.
this is done, we'll go to MDF objects and see how to upload MDF objects, and then we'll move to
Okay.
employee files.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see another, because yesterday we were rushing, so we could only see one upload, which is the pay grade. Now today we'll go and update pay ranges for the grades what we have created yesterday. So yesterday we have downloaded the pay grade template and uploaded. Now today I'll go and have the pay ranges maintained for the grades what we have created. Okay. Now this is my pay grade template, pay range template. So pay range template contains grades as well. So I'll go pick my grades which I have uploaded yesterday. So these are my grades, right? So just add these grades. Okay. And then I have start date. I will use the start date, same start date. Okay. Pay range name. What was the pay range that we were giving? Just duplicate the screen and go back to manage organization pay. Manage org pay. And here search for my pay range, which is Wipro PR 01. My screen is not visible.
Visible.
Let me stop and share back. Somebody said my screen is not visible. Syed, is it visible now? Okay. So this is what I was giving in the range. Okay. So I will have it as PR06 and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So these are my pay ranges. The names I will say Wipro pay range 06. Okay. Up to 15. Description I can leave. Status, it can be A active. Okay. Currency is INR. Frequency is annual. So this is same for every pay range. Minimum, I'll enter some dummy values to 20,000, 2 lakhs, 4 lakhs, and 3 lakhs. 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, and 4 lakhs. Okay. So similarly, I will have this as 3, 4, and so on. 4, 5, and so on. Okay. GeoZone.
ఫోన్ మాట్లాడుకోవడం ఇష్టమైన వాడు సెల్ ఫోన్ లో మెసేజ్లు జీవితాన్ని బతికిస్తాయి అనుకున్నవాడు ఫ్రెండ్ తో బతికిస్తూ అనుకున్నవాడు ఇవాల్టి రోజున సైకిల్ వేసుకుని రోడ్డు మీద
Satish, can you go on mute, please?
ఒక చీప్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్ లో చదువుకుంటూ సమయాన్ని సద్వినియోగం.
Thank you. Okay. So GeoZone, we'll just have the GeoZone here. And legal entity code is 6600. So this is same for every pay range. Now I have my pay ranges in this file. So let me go back to SuccessFactors and select your pay range. This is incremental load. Choose your file, which is downloads, pay range, and then say validate import data. So there are 10 records without any errors. So just choose the file again and import. This is uploaded, all the 10 records. Now let me go back to pay range screen. So let's search for the pay ranges. Now you have all of these pay ranges. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Let me go to one of the pay range. So this is the data, 9 lakhs, 10 lakhs and 11 lakhs for 13 pay range 13. This one, 9 lakhs, 10 lakhs and 11 lakhs. Now for the same pay ranges, for all of these pay ranges, there is a change in the data from 1/1/2/2022. Let's say there is a change in the data. Instead of 2, I will maintain 3. Instead of 3, I'll maintain 4 on this one. Have here. Okay. So there is a change in the data here now. I've changed the start date. I've changed minimum, max and mid. And this is for all of these pay ranges. Now these pay ranges already exist in the system. Now I will go upload these pay ranges with incremental load. With incremental load, let me select my file and import. Now go back to pay ranges. This is uploaded. Okay, go to any pay range. Now you see here, there are 2 records now, 1/1/2022 and 2/1/2022. Because I have uploaded the data with incremental load, system has inserted one more record with 2/1/2022 with this details, minimum, maximum and midpoint. So any number of records that you create, let's say I want to have one more data with 3/1/2022. Okay, I'll have this data here. I'll have this data here. And I will have this data here. Again, there is a change. Okay, now if I go back, choose the file, import. This is done. Now you go back and check for one of the pay range. Now you have 2 records, total of 3 records. First one was with 1/1/2022, 2/1/2022, 3/1/2022. Okay, so if you're using incremental load, system will keep on adding or inserting the records. Now this one, I will change it back to 1/1/2022. Control D and say save. Now I will upload this data with full purge. If I go here, full purge, it says, please note that this mode of import will overwrite all the existing data. So that's fine. I want to overwrite the data. I want to see how does it take. Select and say import. Now this is done, 10 records. Now you go to any pay range. Let me select the same one. Now you have only one record. It has overwritten all the records. Now you only have one record which has got 6, 7 and 8 lakhs. Whatever data that you have here, this one 6, 7 and 8 lakhs with effective 1/1/2022. Clear? Yes?
Yeah, it's
No?
clear.
Incremental and full purge. Okay. So next is, that's your import foundation data. Same thing, you have MDF foundation objects. Give me a second. Okay, back. Let me go to import and export data. And this is for your MDF objects. For MDF objects, you can export and you can import. Both of these things can be done from the same page. Now you need to choose what action that you want to do. Whether you want to upload or download, or you want to download the template first. You will be choosing the action from here. Now let's say I want to export the data. Go select export data. Now what do you want to export? select the generic object, which object you want to extract. Now I want to extract position data. Go select position. You leave all of these fields as it is. Don't worry about these fields. Include dependencies. Now position file or position object has got lot of dependencies. It has got pay grade, it has got company, business unit, division, department, position type, job code. So you have all of this data in the position object. So if I include the dependencies, system will extract one file for job code, one file for company, one file for business unit, one file with department, one file with location data. So it extracts all of the dependents data as well, along with the position. So if you want to download all of these files, then include dependencies, yes. Now I don't want to include any other details other than position file, then say no. This will contain all the position data. Position data, whatever data that we have for position, it extracts. Okay, it will not extract multiple files with all of those details like company details and location details and so on. Just say include dependencies no and say export. Now because position data contains lot of information or lot of data in it, so it scheduled a job. Now you need to go to monitor job to check the status and download the template. Go to monitor job and see here export position here. Okay, this is completed. Scroll to the right and say download status. Okay, and open the file. Okay, this is my position file. Okay, just open the position file. So I have around 2,263 positions in the system. Around 2,263 positions. Now out of these positions, if I have to go and look at my positions, which I have created, so all of them are with Wipro, right? Just say Wipro. So these are those positions which I have created in the system. Now, if you want to upload, I'll just copy this, paste it here. I want to upload position data. So I want to keep all of them as same. Okay. So here I will change the format, custom format, YYYY. Okay, and all of them to be same. Position codes, these are the existing position codes. I don't want to give position codes. Or if you want to give your own position codes, you can also do that. It need not to be the same sequence what system is generating. Either you can have the same sequence maintained, or you can have your own sequence, or you leave the position code blank. Now let me go have my position code as a Pro 001 and all of these positions up to 10 positions. These are new, so I'll just leave it. Instead of CEO, I will have this one. Okay, this job code. Job code. Okay, pick list. This one also maintain the same one. Pay grade is P4. This is also P4. Okay, and all other details I will keep it as it is. Mass position, if you want to have, you can just maintain, otherwise you can leave it blank. To be hide, I want to maintain same for everything. Okay, so I want this position to be reporting to these positions. Okay, so let me move or copy. Now instead of downloading the template. I'm just using the existing template and saving my file. File, save as, browse. It should be in CSV. CSV comma delimited and say downloads, position, load. Give some name. Okay, now I want to load this data. So either you can go download the template. You go here, say download template, right? Position, download. Have all the data maintained there. Or I have extracted the report, so I'm using the same template. Now you go back to import. What do you want to import? Position. Choose your file, downloads, position load. File encoding, leave it as it is. Purge type, incremental or full purge, same thing, same concept, whether it is incremental or full purge. Rest of the details you can leave them as it is. Don't worry about those fields. And say validate or import. I just want to import. Go here and check the status. It scheduled a job. Let me go and see. This is export. This is now import. In progress. Job is in progress. This is completed. Now scroll to the right and see job details. Processed 10, passed 10 and failed 0. Now if I go back to org chart, position org chart, have created positions with Wipro 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and so 0, 0, 3, 2, 1. 3 positions, and I have some positions here 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 3 positions here and some positions here. These are those positions, 4. Clear? How to import MDF objects? Any doubts here? Okay, we'll spend some time in employee data then. Okay, this is for the bulk objects. You want to upload departments, divisions, company or country or anything that you want to upload. If they are MDF objects or the generic objects, then you can do it from import and export data. Okay, that's your MDF and generic objects. And the last upload is import employee data. Now, if you want to import or hire bulk employees, so you can upload the data using import employee data. Now, when importing the employee data, we need to follow a particular sequence that we know that SuccessFactors recommends. It is always recommended to follow a particular sequence. Okay, and we should always upload the employee data. If you're loading the data for the employees for the first time, you need to follow the sequence. Okay, it is not simple as MDF data or foundation data where you download the template and upload. You have to download the templates, all of the templates, have the data maintained, and if you are loading the data, you need to upload minimum of 6 files. Okay, what are those 6 files? I'll show you that. Now there is a KBA which says we need to follow the same sequence of import for employee data. Okay, this is there in the drive. You can download this and go through. In Employee Central, when importing the employee data, the sequence of import is very important. If you do not import all the essential files in the right order, you can encounter difficulties when trying to import subsequent data, and also there can be data issues within the application. If you want to upload employee data, the fresh employee data, you should always upload all of these data files mandatorily. You cannot say that I want to just upload only personal information. No, you cannot go and upload personal information as the first file, because personal information file contains the user ID or employee ID. which doesn't exist in the system. So first you need to create a user ID. So all of these files should contain the employee ID. That employee ID should be created first, and that is created through basic import, which is called the UDF, user data file. Okay, and in the same sequence we have to upload the files. Now you cannot say that I will upload only these first 3 files and then these data I will maintain manually. No, you cannot do that. That's what it says. If you do not import all the essential files in the right order, you can encounter difficulties when trying to import subsequent data. And also there can be data issues within the application. Okay, so upload all of these files in the same sequence. Basic, where you'll be creating the ID or user in the system. Basic import will create a user in the system. And for that user, you'll be uploading date of birth details in biographical information, employment details, the date related fields, job history, the hire event reason, personal information, the name information, and then comp information, your salary information. Now, the comp information will only contain the event date, event reason, and then employee ID, and any other mandatory fields that you have to fill. Now, to upload the salary components or the pay components, we need to upload another file called pay component recurring. So along with these 6 files, we'll also import the pay component as well. Okay, let's go. Here you have import download template. So I want to download the template first. I'll download all the templates. Basic, generate. Next, biographical. Go to biographical. From biographical onwards, system gives you the fields which are mandatory. You see available data fields and selected data fields. So these are the selected data fields. When you click generate, system generates the template with only this field. If I want to include country of birth and date of birth, just select them. So system will include these 2 fields as well. I want to include person ID as well. So include that. Generate template. So it only includes the mandatory fields. Optional fields, that's up to you. If you want to add them, you can add and generate the template. Next is employment details. Okay, hire date, first date work, person ID, user ID. That's fine. Generate template. Next is job history. Job history contains the country region specific data as well. Each country has got different set of job information. There are some fields which are common, like out of 20 fields, 18 fields are common and 2 fields depends upon the country. For US, you may find FLSA status or EO job category. For India, you may find a different fields like pay scale type, pay scale area. For UK, you may find different fields. So if there are country specific fields, you can select only that country and select which country you want to have. By default, it includes the fields which are required, which are mandatory. Now, ARG I don't need, application ID I don't need, and just go. This I don't need, this I don't need. Okay, so rest of the fields I will include. Okay, position, pay scale type, location, job classification, business unit, that's fine. Now let me go to one of the employee and see what are the mandatory fields. If there are any fields which are not mandatory, I'll just remove them from the template. Employment, job information. Position is mandatory, company business unit is mandatory, time zone location is mandatory, job classification, job title, supervisor is not required. Pay scale level, pay scale type, pay scale type and area are required. So just go here, What I'll do is, I don't want to maintain pay scale type and pay scale area. So these can be controlled either from manage business configuration or succession data model. Manage business configuration. Sorry. Go to job information. So if you don't want any field to be maintained, just don't delete them. So make them optional field so that others who want to maintain, they'll maintain the data. I will go to pay scale type and pay scale area, right? Pay scale type. Here you have mandatory set to no, and pay scale area mandatory set to no. Done. Okay. And rest of them I'm fine. Go save. So now here I will also remove pay scale area, pay scale type, supervisor is not required, time zone is mandatory, that I will leave it. Okay, now this is fine. We have position. Yeah, position is there. Generate template. Job information is extracted. Now the next template is personal information. Is this done? Job personal information, first name, last name, national ID, preferred language. This is fine. National preferred language also. Okay, that's fine. Let me generate. And then comes your compensation. You have event reason, pay group. Pay group I don't want to maintain, so you can just remove, or okay, for now I'll generate. Okay, compensation is also done. I'll go have pay component recurring, which is the additional file, pay component recurring. So this contains salary, pay components, pay component amount, currency and all. So generate the template. Now all of the templates are ready with me. Have to go add the details into the template and upload into the system. Okay. Before that, let me go to comp information. Pay group was a mandatory field. I have not created any pay group. So let me refresh this once. I think it got stuck. Now here, where is pay group? This is the pay group. I don't want it to be mandatory. Save. I'll delete from the file what I've downloaded. Just go download.
What about pay component non-recurring?
Pay component non-recurring. You can also download that. If you have pay component non-recurring or one-time payments, you can download that as well. Now, why I have downloaded the pay components is always when you go to compensation details contains three parts. Comp information with these details, only these details. Now these details system will automatically maintain annualized salary if you have maintained pay component recurring. Comparison range penetration, this will auto calculate if you have pay component recurring. Okay, so these will be auto calculated, you don't have to do anything. So other details, if you want, you can go fill the data. And then you have pay component recurring. This is pay component recurring. This is another section. This is part of compensation portlet only, but a different section in compensation. So every time you want to load pay component recurring, you have to first load compensation with the date and event reason. And then you go and add the compensation details. Okay, which is pay component recurring. And then if you want to add recurring payments also, you can add, or if you want to add one-time payments, you can also add that as well.
Okay.
Okay, now all of my files are ready. So let me go to this folder. So what I'll do is all of this. First, let me create one folder. It's a Wipro. 1 up to here, Control X, go to this folder, add all of these templates here. Okay, now the first one is basic import. Go to your basic import. Basic import contains all the fields like user ID, username, first name, last name. It contains mix of all the fields from different portlets. It contains fields from personal information, it contains fields of job information, it contains fields of employment information, biographical information, and so on, job relationship, and so on. And of all of these fields, some of them are mandatory and some are optional. Okay, user ID, username, every portlet user ID is mandatory field. Okay, and when you're creating now, basic import creates a user in the system. So when you're creating a user, you need to fill details like the ID, username with which user would be logging in, hire date of that candidate, so that with that effective date employee would be active in the system, name to show up who has logged in. Okay, so these details are mandatory, and the manager to whom they are reporting to. So minimum of these fields are to show up, are to be added in the template. Now you also have additional fields. These are optional. If you want, you can add. Now when you're now implementing some module other than Employee Central, let's say if your customer want to have only performance management, only LMS, or only recruiting, or only compensation module, then it is important to have all of this data filled, and system picks the data, all of the other modules picks the data from this template, which is called the UDF file. Now I will upload the data. I will show you how it syncs the data after adding all of the data into the system. So user ID. Now user ID can be the same sequence what you have in company system and logo settings, or while uploading the data, it is up to you. Whatever data that you want to give, you can give. Now I want to have the data as WIP001. Yes, you can give. Okay. Now I want to upload 6 or 7 employees or 10 employees. Okay, username, I want to keep the username same as ID, user ID. You can do that. Okay, first name, I will have all of the names as same, first name same. Last name, I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Suffix, title, gender, email, all of these are optional. Manager, if you have manager ID, so where is that? You go here. If you have manager ID, you can give the manager ID, or you can maintain it as, here you have biographical information. This is the manager ID. Now initially I want to have this one as the manager. For some of the employees, if you don't have manager, you keep it as no_manager. You have it as no_manager. You cannot leave the field blank. Either it should be ID of the employee, or it can be no_manager if you don't want to maintain. So same with HR. If you don't have HR, you can just say no_HR. Or if you have a HR and if you want to maintain the HR, so just go maintain the employee ID. Let me go maintain this one for some employees. On 03095. Okay, you can maintain or you can leave it. Department, job code, division, location, time zone, all of these fields you can update in the job information. So you can leave it blank here. Hire date, employee ID, these two are mandatory. So I will have the employee as Z11012022. So all of them with the same date. Format, because the date format should always be DD YYYY. Employee IDs and user IDs, both of them are same. Employee ID, person ID, user ID, wherever you see, keep the same as this one. Now my file is ready. Basic import file is ready. Let me keep all the files ready and then go back and upload one by one. So just copy, because I need user IDs in all the templates. Second is employment details. Go to employment details. So you need person ID or user ID, both of them are same. Hire date, I have the data here. Just copy this. Hire date, first date. Both of them are same. Save. Next. Next is, sorry, biographical information. You need biographical information. Second file is biographical information. So just copy the ID, person ID, user ID, both of them are same. Country of birth is IND, India. Date of birth, give some random dates. Okay, I'll say 1991. Okay, 1982. 1978, some random dates. Okay, so these dates I'll change. 4, 10, 1, this one 05. Okay, some dates. This is fine. Okay, any of these are all dummy employees. Not to worry much. Job information. Next file is job information. Job information should be careful. User IDs, you know, these are the user IDs. Okay, and you need the date as well, which is, this is event reason, event date. Event date is very important. And then you have the job code position file, right? Let me go back to positions which you have uploaded. Where is that? Downloads, position load. Somewhere this is open. Yeah, I'll use these positions. Okay, so just add this position and this job code. Job title is also this one. Location I have somewhere here. Time zone, I'll pick it from here. Let me choose from here. This is my time zone. Okay. Company, I know it is 6600. Always the codes. Control D. Business unit. What was the business unit here? This one. Okay, event reason is mandatory again. Here, what is the event reason? So this is not correct. What does the business manage organization pay? Let me find out my event reason, which I have created for my event here. Event reason, Wipro hiring. So this one should be the ID. Don't ask me why that previous comes, even I don't know. Okay, sequence, you can leave it blank. Now, when do we add a sequence? On the same day, if you want to have multiple records, then what is it? You need to maintain the sequence. Now, for one of the employee, you're maintaining 2 records on the same day. Okay, so one should be one of 2, and second one should be 2 of 2, which is the latest record. So in that case, you can maintain sequence. If you are not maintaining the sequence, and if system doesn't have any records existing on that date, system will consider it as 1. Okay, so this is fine. And next is your
What is
next
event date? Is it the higher
event
date?
date. Event date is a hire date. Now it is not necessarily always the hiring record. So you might be uploading a transfer record or a promotion record. So that's the event what you are uploading, right? So the
Okay.
promotion
Okay.
date or transfer date. So you have the generic word called event date, not as a particular event reason or event date.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, Venu.
And then comes your compensation. Compensation pay group I have deleted. I have made it optional field. So user ID is this one. Event reason, I will have this as the event reason. Compensation also first record, event reason, and this should be, event date should be format cells. Where did I copy it from? Zero 1 11 MMDDYY, right? Control C, Control V. Okay, and whichever record that we are using, it should be job is fine, employment details should be careful. Okay, this one, same thing with basic, this one, save, and what else? Okay, job information, save. Now go back to your compensation. Okay, this is fine. Now the last one is your pay component recurring. How to pay component recurring? Pay component recurring also, you need IDs, dates, event date, and then user ID. Okay, I give here user ID. Pay component ID, I know that it is 6600. For all of them, the same component. Frequency is monthly, so this is also same. Currency is INR, so this is also same. Now the salary would be varying. 1,90,000. Okay, and then 85,000, 80,000, 92,000, 88,000. Okay, so now this is only the basic component. What if I want to add HRA? Then same thing, you have to copy, paste. Component is 6601. Okay, and all of this remains same. Here it should be 50%. You want more components like car elements, you keep adding the details here. Okay, whatever
But how,
components. Now it can be in any sequence, not only like all of the employees you have to upload basic details first and then HRA. No, I can also insert this record here. I can also have in this way. It can be in any sequence. Yeah, go ahead. Who's that?
so how will we get to know that this is basic or this is HRA
The pay component ID 6600. The component code what I have created, it is
or basic?
basic salary.
Okay.
It is my pay component ID. It is not the company ID here.
Pay component which we created earlier. Na?
Which we created. Now if I go here, pay component, say 6600, basic salary, Wipro basic salary. Okay,
Good.
and similarly 6601 HRA. Okay, these two components. Now if you want to have some more components, add them here. Okay, just as safe. Now all my templates are ready. I just have to go upload them into system. The first file is basic import, right? Basic import. Let me go to basic import and save once because I've made the change, right? Save. Okay. Basic import, browse. Under Wipro, I have basic import. Open. You can validate. It says validation successful. Import. Now it will take a minute time to update the details. So let me just go and check. WIP0. It's not yet uploaded. Wipro. Now I see here. Wipro 85491761032 and so on. So you go to one of the employee and see. Now this is not employee. This is just a user now. Because this user doesn't contain any of the information. Though I have added the first name, last name. So here I see, I don't see personal information data here. Okay. This is the first name, last name, what I have maintained in the file, basic import file. But this is not updated in personal information because I have not uploaded any personal information. I have uploaded only the basic details. If I have added my department or division or location, it would have shown me the details here. But it is not showing anything here because I have added only some details: first name, last name, your user ID, username, and these details. Okay, so it is showing only some details. Now let me go back, import employment details. So before that, let me go and save employment details as well because I have changed the details. Okay, employment, sorry, it is biographical information. Second is
biographical.
second is biographical. Okay, it is showing up as person information. That's fine. Go import. Okay, total records 10, uploaded 10, employment details, and then import. This is fine. Okay, so if I go here, refresh for now, it will show me the biographical information. Okay, I see it is showing us no data here. And go to myself, biographical information. It has got person ID, date of birth, and country of birth. and I have uploaded employment details. Where is that? Yeah, here you go. Employment details. I have added high date and first date work. These two details. Okay. So this is also fine. Now comes your job information, which is important. You go job history. From job history onwards, employment details is not effective dated portlet. So it doesn't have full purge and incremental option. Because the job history, personal information, and comp information, these are effective dated portlets, you will have full purge and incremental. Okay. Now job history, go to job history. Oh, I have not added personal information. Okay. Have not filled personal information. Job information. Okay, there are some errors. It says it is an invalid time zone. So go here to time zone. It says error. So let me remove this one. This is time zone. Okay. Go back. Choose job information. Import. Have not created the personal information portlet. Okay, this is also done. Now you go back to Wipro. Personal information is not done. Okay, person ID you need. So just take this. Okay, first name, last name, event date. Event date. Is it okay if you continue for 5-10 minutes more? Or is there any hard stop for any of you? Nationality, I'll say India. Preferred language, let me go and see what is the preferred language that we have. Is it okay if I take your 10 more minutes time?
Fine, fine.
Okay, so Wipro CEO, let me see what is the language that we have maintained. Just copy that field value. This is that value. Okay, English US. Preferred language, English US. Now here, I'll give the actual names. Okay, I'll go here and the details of yours. I'll say Priyamvada and last name I'll say P. Debashis Beswas is B. So Jivita Nanda. Okay. Venkat K. Lakshman, I don't know, so I'll just add. Muzammil H. Okay. And who else are there? Rafi Sridhar Soumya. Rafi. You have Sridhar. And then you have Soumya. Okay. So I'm just adding some dummy names. Please bear with me. And then Vijay B. Okay. I'll just add the names here and save. Okay. Now I'll go back to my import. So as of now, if I go and see, I have employees with Wipro 8543 and so on. So these are the employees. Now if I go here, see the details of these employees. System has synced some of the data here. You see, earlier this data was not maintained, but after the job information upload, system has picked the data from the job information. Okay, and now as of now, the employee name is Wipro 9 or Wipro 8, Wipro 6, and so on. Now let me go back to personal information load. This is also effective dated portlet. So select import. You have 10 records uploaded. Now go back here. Refresh the screen once. Now here you see K Soumya. WIP 009, we have Soumya. And we have all the other employee details updated as here. Debashis, Jivita, Lakshman, Muzamil, Priyamvada. So you have all of these details. Now the names have been changed because I have updated the personal information for the employees. So this gets synced with your UDF always. Okay. So next is compensation information.
Venu,
Yeah, go ahead.
you have selected here incremental load for this personal incremental load. So incremental load is something I understood as like it will add up the records.
Yes. If
It
you
will
don't
not.
have record, that would be the first record. For when you are
Okay.
uploading a record for the employees who doesn't have any records, you can choose either full purge or incremental. Now, why we are not choosing full purge? Because while adding or while selecting the full purge, you should be very careful. Because if you are uploading data for some employees where you have already some data existing for those employees, now it will overwrite all of that data. So that's why I have not selected full purge in this way. Now, when you are uploading data for the employees who are already there in the system, and if you want to, no, you don't want to have the data uploaded as an incremental, or like no additional records, you can go choose full purge. So system will overwrite all those records there.
So before, like we are having like we had like a dummy name we had, no, like Wipro something kind of name.
Yes. Now that is only the basic import. So that's why I've shown you when I have uploaded the basic import, it doesn't contain the, it didn't had the personal information there. The basic import is a user. Now, sometimes what happens is you may have to create some users who are not the actual employees in the system. A dummy user, you want to give access to that user. Okay. So, and that user doesn't exist or physically exist, or maybe that user is outside your company, but that person has to access the system. You're just giving them the you're creating a user and sharing it with them.
But that dummy name has been changed to like Rafi, Soumya or something. Now it has been changed, no? The dummy
Yes,
name.
because I'm uploading the personal information now. I'm creating the profile now, people profile now.
So in incremental load, with the dummy node, it should be one more Rafi kind of name, or like it has to be like replaced totally, like full purge.
Now, full purge, see, personal information doesn't exist. So you can do full purge or incremental load, anything will do.
So result is same.
Result is same.
I was thinking like the dummy, along with the dummy name, again our names will be showing there, like if for
No,
incremental load.
your dummy name doesn't exist now in the system.
Yes, yes.
You have, because we have updated the details. We have updated the actual details into these portlets. Now, if you download the basic import, the user export file, we call it UDF. If you download the UDF file, it would have updated all of the details now. It will show up all the details, like it will show now our basic import file contains only these details, right? Basic details contain only these details. Now, if you go and download, system will show for these users a different first name, different last name, different manager, different HR. If you have updated HR, you will have department, job code, division, location. All of these fields will be showing as updated. Whatever
No,
data
for
that
this,
we have
for the
maintained
user
in the
ID.
job and personal information. Yeah.
Okay. this user ID was maintained WIP 909, whatever it is. The username was also maintained same initially.
Yes. Yes.
With the incremental load, again it has changed to K Soumya.
Yes.
So what my question was like, when it is adding up the record, will it be maintaining the both the names or like only one? That was the as per the definition I was thinking.
Now, when I have uploaded personal information, did that person contain a personal information record?
User ID as the username it was containing.
No. This one, when I have uploaded basic import, I've
Yes.
given the name as Wipro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Okay. Now, here, at this time, personal information was not existing for the employee.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. When you are uploading personal information, now this is the first time I am loading personal information import. Now, whether
Okay.
you choose full purge or incremental, because this is the first time you are loading data for the employees, so it will take, whether it is full purge or incremental, it will show up only one record.
Okay. For again, if you upload this personal information
Yes, for
import,
the same employee. Now, if I go to personal information, if I want to upload again some data, maybe the data what I have chosen is wrong. Here, I have the personal information, right? Maybe this details, no, this is person information. Maybe this data is not correct. So I want to reload the data. So what do you want to do for the existing data? This is already existing in the system. Now I want to override that data. So for all of these employee IDs, I want to have a different name. So you go override the data there. Okay. Now if you want to do, yes, incremental load, now you want to add marital status also, but with a different effective date. So in that case, you don't have to load all of this data. You load only the person ID and then select your marital status and upload. Okay.
Venu,
Now
I
if you
also
see,
okay.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you were saying something, Venu.
Now, I have uploaded compensation details and pay component recurring as well. Now, pay component recurring got updated here. And with this, system has also updated your annual salary, compare ratio, and range penetration. Now, what is this record? If I go to the record, you'll see only one record with November 1st, 2022. Compensation record, I have uploaded this first. And then I've uploaded your pay component recurring. Okay. Yeah, go ahead now.
Venu, what is this job history import will do? Because the employee which we are hiring is like they are hired in the system for the first time, so they would not have any history. So what does job history means here?
Job history, you see there is one record now.
Yes.
Okay. Now the under history, I have one record which is higher record. First record is always higher record.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it
Now
is to maintain the
this,
history, is it?
this is the common name which we have it as a job history. Now you want to name it as something else, that is up to you. You can go maintain it as job information instead of history. Why
Okay,
do we
okay,
call it history? Now this is not the screen that we use only for the first time hire. Now if you want to transfer these employees, you will use the same screen, same template. Okay. Now I want to upload job history. What is that history? I want to upload transfer, I want to upload promotion, I want to upload termination. So all of that are part of your job information.
okay.
Okay.
So how will we do that if we want to transfer one employee? So how will we do
Okay.
that?
Now what do you want to transfer? You want to change only department or
Department,
only
say, yeah, maybe
yes.
say department.
Now for department, I'll say I don't want to include all of this because all of this data already existing.
Okay.
Event reason is mandatory. Sequence is mandatory. Event date is mandatory. User ID is mandatory. And along with this, you need a department. Okay.
Okay,
Go
okay.
choose department. Where is
And
that?
do we need to select the countries from the second row,
No,
which is
no. countries,
You
by
don't need to do
default, you
anything
have these
here.
countries. No, if you are uploading for employee specific details, like US specific details. Now, if I select all of them, okay, and say USA.
Okay.
Okay, so there are specific fields which are to be maintained for USA. So it shows up those specific fields.
Okay.
Okay. Now I don't want to maintain these fields. Company, cost center, notes, pay grade, position entry. Event reason is mandatory. Job title, location, position, supervisor, time zone. Okay. Now along with this, I want to have department. Download the template.
In case it is transfer with position change, then we have to select position also, and we have to maintain the position code, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now in this file, you just have the ID, event reason, event date, and then I go here, downloads. So let
I
me
understood, Venu.
cancel this because I have job information open. So it is not unsafe. Okay. Now if I go here, downloads. Now you don't have to add all of the details, but user ID is important. For which user you are maintaining the data, what is the event region that you want to upload, what is the department that you want to move to, and then the date on which you want to move. So this will insert a record in the job information.
Okay, Venu.
Okay.
Yeah, and in the second column where all the countries were showing up, so when all the countries are checked, that means it is applicable to all the countries. But if we want any specific country, then we have to put only that
Yes.
country, right?
Now, if you are
Okay.
implementing for a global customer where you have employees with different countries, so you select all the countries here and choose fields which you want to upload.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yeah.
for specific country, just choose a specific country.
Okay, Venu. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. We'll stop it here for today and we'll continue tomorrow. Try to have this
Hello,
data uploaded for tomorrow. Yeah, come back with your doubts.
uh,
Yes,
sir.
Virat.
This is Soumya here.
Yes, Soumya, go ahead.
I have one query regarding timesheet, sir. As per SAP standard, we will maintain this timesheet according to like weekly basis. Supervisor has to approve so weekly basis on week. In SAP, can we change it to monthly basis? Is there any option to the like? Is it possible?
No, I don't think we have option of having the timesheet changed to monthly. It is only always weekly.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But
Okay,
again,
sir.
I'm not time of expert. So to my knowledge, I have used timesheet only in one of the project. So to my knowledge, I think they have also asked me the same question, but it was some time back, 2 years back. So when that was not available in the system 2 years back. Maybe if it is available, if they have made available in one of the releases, I'm not sure. No, I can check it for you in the tomorrow session. We can check in the launch pad.
That will be great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Rafi.
One out of syllabus question can I ask?
Yeah, go ahead. If I can answer,
Like,
I'll.
yeah, you can definitely answer. See, there is something like real-time project is some kind of notifications I got. Okay, in that will provisioning will be added into that or like how it is?
Real-time project, see, provisioning access, you will not be given provisioning access anywhere. Anywhere you go in the world, you will not get provisioning access. Okay. Except you are certified and you are associated with one of the implementation partner, then only you'll get the provisioning access. Okay. So
from
real,
someone.
see, no. See, if you have to do the project, you'll be doing in one of the demo instances where the provisioning is already set up.
Okay.
So you would be doing in the demo instance, right? Not for the customer. If it is for a customer, which is a fresh instance, then you have to go and do the provisioning. Provisioning is something which you only do initially. Maybe in 15-20 minutes, you'll be completing all the job of provisioning, even in the real time also. That too, most of the features, these are checked by default in the system. Few things like you want to use business rules, you want to use position management, those things you will be enabling. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, anything you want to see and you want to look at the provisioning, again, I can show you, or you want me to give you control by giving the screen share? Yes, I can do that. You want to just scroll up and down and see, access the provisioning? Yes, I can give you that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, yeah. Thank you all. We'll catch up tomorrow. Tomorrow's is again very important session. Tomorrow we'll be covering RBP part. Don't miss. I know tomorrow is a Friday, but still come with the same Josh, because RBP is very important. Yeah, definitely. If you don't have any doubts, then we'll move on to RBP. Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good night.